Anglers, Bill Scarter, Florida Bass Paddler, and today we are still trying to figure out this summer bite here in Tallahassee, so stay tuned. Who's got two thumbs and sucks? This guy. First landed one of the day. Second one that hit the frog. I got out here early. It's been really hot, and obviously being in Florida, the water is 88 degrees. So I'm trying to get on the topwater frog bite. Now at first I thought about using a buzz bait, but this water being so hot, I don't want the fish to have to chase. Frog, I can pause, they can kind of slowly follow it. I'm not ripping it or anything like that. And yeah, we'll see if we get some more. I don't think so. Pretty sure. Couldn't see it. It was in the lily pads. I don't know if it took it down or if it was underneath the lily pad, but number two. See, that was a gar. I didn't do anything and he just let it go. Now look. A little better than the other two. Come on. There we go. What's tough about this is the gar inhabit these same areas. And if you've ever caught a gar, the small ones, I mean, I know there's alligator gar and things, but these are your standard useless fish. They have such small mouths that they'll hit rather aggressively, or they'll grab your bait and pull it under. And you'll feel your line going, but you'll set the hook and the frog will just come right out. And again, most of my hits today, I think, were gar. So it was pulling right out. And it becomes very frustrating because you have to keep in mind that these are gar. You're not missing bass. I mean, you could miss a bass, but it just feels like gar. So anyway, the bass are in there too, so let's keep going for them. I didn't feel that. Oh. Didn't even feel that. It landed right in his mouth. Not that time. Little guy having a hard time finding fish with size today. Using a Spro crankbait, trying to get down to towards the bases of these trees. It's only in 5.5 feet of water. Got a slow gear ratio reel on here. Just tough bite this time of year, I tell you. Alright, so let's go ahead and review what I used today to catch the fish that I did. And again, it wasn't a killer day by any means. We didn't get any really big fish. Actually, I should rephrase that. We didn't get any big fish. One halfway decent fish. Again, the summer bite's been tough. I did a lot better today than I did yesterday, I'll tell you that. But first and foremost, the lure that got it done today with the most bites is this guy right here, Invasive Lures ChuggerKnot. I've used these guys. I've had them in other videos. Again, my favorite thing about these baits, besides the fact that they're from a small company, is how pliable the body is. I'm confident that when a bass takes this lure, I'm going to get the hooks in it. Again, we had a lot of guard take it down today, and it pulls right through because they have such a tiny mouth, and then they grab it by the feet. But ultimately, this bait has such a nice soft body that once that bass bites down, those hooks are exposed. This color is called Caution, just like caution tape, if you will. I'm throwing it on my Shimano Curado XG200. It's got an 8-to-1 gear ratio. Throwing it on my favorite custom build. This is my Paracord custom rods. Triggerless topwater rod. I use this for all my topwater applications, from poppers to prop baits to soft-bodied frogs. Hollow-bodied frogs. This is the one that got it done today. This is what caught the biggest fish today. This is an American Snakehead Customs Cobra V2.0 for version 2.0 spinnerbait. Throwing this again on my medium action fast taper Paracord custom rods with my Shimano Curado 150. This has a 6:2-to-1 gear ratio, a little bit slower than the one I just used, but I like that one for throwing chatterbaits and spinnerbaits. What's great about this bait is it's a 1/4 ounce, but they were kind enough to make me one of these baits with 2 different color blades. Huge fan of a gold and copper blade, a gold and silver blade. This color is called Snake Flash for snake. Again, these spinnerbaits, I should mention, even though they're made from American Snakehead Customs, they don't just catch snakeheads. The reason they're from American Snakehead Customs is because they use much stiffer, stronger components. If you've never caught a snakehead, especially some of the bullseyes in South Florida, a store-bought, off-the-shelf, typical spinnerbait won't survive the day, trust me. So you need something with a little bit of heavier duty gauge wire, super sharp hook, slightly larger, but yeah, the bass came out of the grass for this guy. I was hoping he would have got me more today, but again, they were very finicky today. And finally, when we were working the base of the trees, I was throwing my favorite crankbait. This is a Spro Little John MD50 and Spooky Shad. I've caught so many fish on this crankbait. It looks great in the water. It looks like a natural forage for the bass. Throwing that on my old Curado 200 G5, I think this is. Yep, still remember the name of it. This is an older reel, 5:5-to-1 gear ratio. The slowest reel that I own by far. Love this for throwing bigger spinnerbaits like when I used to snakehead fish in South Florida. Love it for throwing crankbaits as well, a variety of sizes, whether it's a shallow running under 5-foot diving crankbait like this guy here is, or even throwing slightly deeper crankbaits. I love this reel. I customized it with the Gomexus handle. It's a wider, longer shaft, so I can really get slower rotation when using the reel. Throwing it on my brand new St. Croix Mojo Bass glass cranking model. It's a medium heavy with a moderate fast taper. Only got 2 fish on it so far. Not the rod's fault, but the tip was super sensitive on this rod. I really felt the fish hit. Again, that first fish, for as little as he was, felt like a decent hit, but cast really well. It's 7'4", but did the job today. So that's what we threw today that caught fish. We threw speed worms, we threw a 10-inch curly tail. No luck. We had 1 taker on the 10-inch curly tail. Again, might have been a gar. This place is loaded with gar. Again, no takers on that, but water temps never got above 89. The sun is not beating yet. It's probably close to 10 o'clock in the morning. My fish finder died, so I don't have the clock on it going, but it's close to 10. Water temps never got over 90 degrees. All the water I was fishing was 88 to 89 degrees. I was working the frog and the spinnerbait in depths of 4 feet and shallower. Average water depth today in that water column that I fished was about 3.5 to 4 feet. When I got to 5-6 feet, that's when I switched off to the crankbait as well as the 10-inch curly tail worm. Crankbait got it done. So again, not going home with a skunk. We caught some fish today. The gar kept me busy. I was hoping for a bigger fish today, but again, since I moved to Tallahassee, I don't have the invasive species that thrive in the hot summer days like snakeheads and peacocks. So really trying to change up what I do, trying to learn what these fish respond to when the weather is hot. Again, it's beautiful today. I don't even know what the temperature is, but the water temps, again, still high 80s. You know, what's going to get them to bite? I don't want to throw anything on too fast that they have to chase. Try to keep it slow. I wasn't going to throw a buzzbait because, again, I wanted the frog to pop a few times and sit. So I'm still trying to figure out the pattern, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Ring the bell for future notifications. I'm Bill Score, Florida Bass Paddler. Tight lines. I am sweating, but I'll still see you on the water.